Hi, I'm Carrie.
I'm Samantha.
And I'm Charlotte. And this is Springfield After Hours.
Coming to you from Manhattan.
Welcome to this week's Springfield After Hours, where we discuss what's happening later in the evenings in Springfield, Missouri.
Last week on Tuesday, we celebrated Lena's birthday on the Premier Party Coach, then stopped by the Hepcat, and then stopped at a very secret speakeasy underground.
Friday, we rocked out at Shuffle with last week's guest on the after show, Trash Angels Reunion.
And on Saturday, we started off the day celebrating the LGBTQ community at the Ozarks Pride Fest in Park Central Square.
Then we headed over to Crazy Hats Lounge for the grand opening of their new location on North Campbell Avenue and heard musical guests Smith and Rick.
And finally on Saturday, we ended our night out at the Mix for their Pride Day event, Hey Girl, Pride drag show.
Please check back on our Facebook and Instagram page for all the fantastic interviews and pictures from this weekend and week.
If you have an event coming up, let us know. We love a good party or event.
You can message us on Instagram or Facebook, and while you're there, give us a thumbs up or a cheers.
Yep, invite us. We can come out and go live, and maybe you'll be on the show.
This week on Facebook, you can see the Springfield After Hours show live from Lindberg's with Cherry Bomb Burlesque.
What's up next in the show is just a small part of the events going on in Springfield After Hours.
For everything going on in Springfield in the After Hours, remember to check out springfieldafterhours.com for our printable list.
Now, let's get to this week's events. At 4x4 Brewing Company on Friday, we have Good in the Hood, Real Men Wear Pink at 4 o'clock.
Over at Andy B's on Friday, it's the Thriller Zombie Dance Night starting at 7.
Archie's Lounge Friday, Black Note at 9 p.m. Saturday, Jar 241 at 9 p.m. as well.
At the Blue Room Comedy Club on Friday, we have Joe List at 8:30 p.m. and then again on Saturday at 8 p.m.
Over at Carrie's on Friday, it's the Blueberries starting at 7. On Sunday, it's Bike Night with Norman Jackson starting at 6.
Dennis's Place on Friday, Red and the Rockets at 9.
Over at the Flea on Friday, we'll have Chase Carlisle and the VA at 9 o'clock.
Up on Walnut Street at Gailey's Breakfast Cafe on Friday, it's Tony Menown starting at 6. And on Saturday, it's Fields of Heather, also at 6.
And over on the south side, we have Georgia Max on Friday, Lewis and Jeffries at 7:30, and on Saturday, Smoky Folk Duo at 7.
At the Gloys Theater on Friday, there will be Branford Marsalis at 8 o'clock, and on Saturday, Kindred Spirits Behind the Hauntings at 8.
Ooh. At Holdfast Brewing on Friday, it's the Part-Time Travelers starting at 7.
At Heyoka Tattoo on Friday, Midnight Tattoo event. Get there at 11:55 because at midnight, have the chance to get a $31 tattoo.
At Lindberg's Tavern on Friday, there will be the early show starting at 6:30 p.m., Beatles Sing-Along, and then the late show starting at 9 p.m., Philadelphia Cream Cheese Experiment, Toxic Teeth, and Justin.
Now that sounds like a sex position here. And then on Saturday at Lindberg's, the early show starting at 6:30 p.m., it's the Detectives. And then the late show starting at 10 p.m., it's the Cherry Bomb Burlesque presents 100% That Bitch. Witch. And make sure to check back on our Facebook page for our interview with them from this week's After Hours show.
Missouri Spirits on Friday, Flights and Frights Trivia Night at 6 p.m.
At Nathan P. Murphy's on Friday, Iron Mike Norton at 7.
At Front of House Lounge on Friday, it's Thunder Jackson starting at 8. On Saturday, it's HTW and Nathan Bryce and the Loaded Dice starting at 9.
At the Outland Bar, Friday, Fear Fest 10th anniversary, 8 p.m. And then on Saturday, DIY and Activism Fest 2019 at 6:30.
Upstairs at the Outland Ballroom on Friday, Arkansas with Drifter's Mile at 9. On Saturday, a night of necromancy featuring True Grit and Grind Burlesque at 9 o'clock.
At Patton Alley Pub on Friday, it's Luna J at 9:30, and on Saturday, Alternate Decades starting at 9:30.
At the Riff on Friday, Redrawn, a tribute to Granny's Bathwater at 7, and on Saturday, Molly Healy in the Springfield Aerial Fitness with Isabel Crane at 7:30.
At Rutledge-Wilson Farm Park on Friday and Saturday, we'll have the Haunted Trail at Harvest Fest at 6:30.
Back on South Avenue at Scotch and Soda, on Saturday we have Club Soda with the Queens at 5 p.m.
At Shuffle on Friday, The Dropouts at 8:30. On Saturday, Liz Morondo at Missouri Winter Games Benefit Concert at 8 p.m.
At Southbound Bar and Grill on Friday, there will be Mountain Sprout at 9:30. On Saturday, Gypsies, a Fleetwood Mac tribute with the Eddie Valen Trio at 8 o'clock.
Over at the Springfield Branson National Airport on Saturday, it's the 2019 Ozzy Awards. Not Osborne, but it is starting at 5:30 p.m.
Springfield Improv Friday, Use Your Words, Comedy Improv at 7:30. And then at 9, it's No Strings Attached, Puppet Improv.
And then on Saturday at the Springfield Improv, it's Home Team Comedy Improv at 7:30. Then at 9 o'clock, it's Ladies Late Night Comedy Show.
At Springfield Music on Friday, it's Just Two Guitars and 200 Stories with Jimmy Vivino and Bob Margolin starting at 7.
Sunshine Royal Ballroom Saturday, Halloween Booth Day Party, 7 p.m.
Over at Tie and Timber on Friday, there will be Jimmy and Melissa Ray at 8 o'clock. On Saturday, Brant Jester Jazz Combo at 7.
Over at Vino Cellars on Friday, it's Isaac Kenneth at 6 p.m.
At White River Brewing Company, Friday, Devlin Pierce at 6 p.m. And Saturday, Don't Be Deceived at 7.
Saturday night is Ladies' Night Party at Zan, Boogie, and Bubbles. One wristband for all 3 clubs, free cover for ladies 21 and up.
Next week, on Monday the 21st at 4x4 Brewing Company, we have Flight Night, half-price flights starting at 4, and then Justin Larkin and Friends starting at 6.
Juanita K. Hammonds Hall for the Performing Arts Spooky Symphony at 6 o'clock.
At the Albatross, it's the second Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Tournament starting at 7:30.
On Tuesday, the Hepcat Mojo Light at 7.
At Ruthie's on C Street, the Hook Knives at 6:30.
At Mother's Brewing Company, it's Chug Chug Suckle Suckle Taproom Release. That is definitely a sexual joke, kids. Starting at 4.
Mud Lounge Coffee and Cocktails Poetry and Short Fiction Open Mic Night at 8 p.m.
Over at 4x4 Brewing Company, Brew Crew members only Q&A at 6.
On Wednesday at the Galois Theater, it's Orion Bingham at 7:30.
At Juanita K. Hammonds Hall for the Performing Arts, Seinfeld at 7.
At Lost Signal Brewing Company, Cellar and Plate Beer Dinner at 6.
At Mother's Brewing Company, it's Beer Yoga, hell yes, starting at 6.
Craft Axe Throwing College Night, 5 p.m.
At the Outland Bar, Karaoke Night at 9.
And then finally on Thursday at Big Whiskey's American Restaurant and Bar, South, it's the Ozark Mountain Daredevils Meet and Greet starting at 6.
T-Bars, Sports Bar and Grill, Extreme Bar Bingo at 7.
Over at Carrie's Bar, Indigo Soul at 7.
At the Riff, it's Papa Green Shoes starting at 7:30.
At Mother's Brewing Company, Thursday Night Live, Meadowmaker presents Shimmering Sonic Soundscapes at 6.
We're excited to be starting up Springfield After Hours. If you have events you want us to know about or a venue you would like us to add to our list, you can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/Springfield After Hours.
Or email us at springfieldafterhours@gmail.com.
And on that note, we need to just remind all of the great venues and bands in Springfield, Missouri, we love promoting your events.
And we also love happy hours.
And that goes for restaurants too. Please invite us out to your happy hour because our drinks are almost empty.
They are. But the only way this works is if you partner up with us and help us grow Springfield After Hours. So join us by emailing springfieldafterhours@gmail.com or get a hold of this chick right here.
That's Dominique Gabriella, and she's our Springfield After Hours manager.
She'll explain what and how we're raising the nightlife in Springfield and how you can help.
From everyone here at Springfield After Hours, please have a fun and safe weekend in Springfield, Missouri.
And Manhattan, of course.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Absolutely.
Bye.